Hello students, welcome to this video lecture on engineering graphics. I, Anthony Augustine, would be discussing the topic of cycloid in this video lecture. The problem statement is as follows. A wheel of 60 mm diameter rolls downward on a vertical wall for half revolution and then on a horizontal floor for the remaining half revolution without slipping. We have to draw the locus of point P on the circumference of wheel, the initial position of which is the contact point with the wall. We have to name the curve as well. So as per the description, we know that a curve traced by point on wheel that rolls on a horizontal without slipping is a cycloid. So here the curve traced is a cycloid and the diameter of the circle is 60 mm. The circumference of the circle can be found out and it is 188.5 mm. We start with constructing the circle and the tangent to it, on which we take half the circumference. Then we divide the circle into equal number of parts and then using construction we draw the half portion of cycloid. So remember, the distance travelled by the circle from top to this bottom position on the vertical wall is half the circumference, that is 94.2 mm. Then the circle starts rolling horizontally and we again need to divide it at this position, and for the next half revolution, that is half the circumference distance, we find the cycloid. So this is the brief overview of the problem, and now we'll move on to the actual problem solving. The actual problem starts with data interpretation, and I draw a vertical on which the circle is to be constructed. I take radius of 30, first mark the center point on the line, and then about the center construct the circle of radius 30. Now I draw a horizontal through the center to divide the circle into 4 parts as shown. Using the same radius of 30 mm, I divide the circle into further equal parts. So total I will be dividing the circle into 12 equal parts using the construction as seen in the video. You can also use protractor to mark 30-degree angles. Now I join the divisions to the center and the circle is equally divided into 12 equal parts. Next, I will draw tangent to the circle representing the vertical wall on which the wheel is rolling downwards. So it rolls downward by half the circumference, that is 94.2 mm. So I take a distance of 94.2 and draw a horizontal through the point. This is the point at which the circle changes the direction after rolling from vertical to horizontal. 0 represents the point of contact, and I name the points in clockwise direction because the wheel is rolling in clockwise direction. Remember, 0 is the point of contact between the wheel and the vertical wall, and since the wheel is rotating in clockwise direction downwards, the naming is also done in clockwise direction, that is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. Next, I divide the half circumference distance, that is 94.2 mm. This distance of 94.2 mm I'll be dividing into 6 equal parts, that is half the circle, because it rotates by half rotation vertically. So I take acute angle construction and take 6 divisions on the acute angle line, the line which is making an acute angle with the desired line to be divided. So the last point I'll join with the last point of the distance, half the circumference, and parallel to the first line I draw all the lines parallel to this line. I'll be drawing lines through all the divisions which I had marked earlier. So the distance of half circumference is also divided into equal parts. So I name it 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And this is the starting point of the circle center C0. So for first division I mark C1, C2, C3 and the centers that the center of the circle would travel while coming downwards. So each step I am marking with the centers up to C6. Now I draw verticals through point 1 and 11, which is common, 2 and 10, and then 4 and 8, 5 and 7 and 6. Now this is the starting position of the rotation. So this position is taken by the point when it rotates to point C1. Okay, when the circle rolls forward and the center reaches the point C1, the point would reach this position, that is position 1. So I hold the position on the compass like this and transfer it to C1 point, center C1, and mark an arc on the vertical or the line passing through point 1. So I transfer this to C1 and mark an arc. Similarly, this is the second position. I transfer to C2 and mark an arc. Third position is this, and I transfer it to C3 and mark a arc. Fourth position is this, and I transfer it to C4 and mark an arc, and C5 like this, and so on. C6 is the horizontal. So I obtain 6 points on the cycloid. These points are obtained when the circle rolls vertically downwards. Now I need to find the points for the horizontal rotation. So what I do is draw a circle again of same diameter, that is 60 mm. And by using the previous construction lines, I'll be dividing the circle into 12 equal parts. But before that, I make the ground, that the wheel would rest when it comes in contact with the horizontal ground. Now using the previous construction, I'll divide the circle into 12 equal parts, and I'll be naming it with the same notation which I had used earlier. So I am just copying the first diagram of the circle which I had drawn earlier, the top position, and I'll be copying the notations also. So 0 would remain 0, okay, 6 would remain 6, and 7 would be 7. So I'm just copying the notations. Okay, so you can see the circle notations are same to same. Now through the base, I take a distance of half the circumference and draw a vertical. This is the end point or the last point up to which this circle would roll, that is half the circumference, 94.2 mm. Now I need to divide this horizontal distance into 6 equal parts. So I again use the acute angle construction and make 6 divisions. Join the last division with the end of the line, and then using a roller scale make parallel lines through the divisions I had marked earlier. So I get 6 equal divisions on the distance of half the circumference, and you can see that these are points 6 to 12. So this was the starting point, that is at point 6 the center would lie, and now I am finding the centers for C7, 7th division, 8th, 9th, 10th and 11th position. So I have found the centers when the circle rolls through the horizontal. Now I draw horizontals through the divisions in which I have divided the circle. Remember, the horizontal rotation would be again clockwise. So now this is the starting point, that is P6 at center 6. Okay, now I'll be taking the radius of 30. Okay, this is C6, P6 is the point. Now this is the 7th position which the rolling circle would assume. I transfer it to 7, center 7 and mark an arc. This is the 8th position. I transfer it to center 8, mark an arc. This is the 9th position. I mark an arc. This is the 10th position. I transfer it to center 10, mark an arc. This is the 11th position. Transfer it to C11, mark an arc. And finally, this is the 12th position through center 12. So I get all the points now on the cycloid. I name it as per the center I had used, and then I'll join all the points with a smooth continuous curve. So this is how the points on the cycloid are joined, and the point on this cycloid traces the following path. So I would put the name cycloid, and this is the required solution.